Hello, this is Marcia coming to you from Markets of Sunshine, and this is part 2 of our Rebel Quilter book plate to make for our junk journal cover. And this is a fabric cover junk journal. So thank you for tuning in, and let's get this show on the road, shall we? Alright, so you know the drill. I gotta adjust my lighting. There we go. Now, I am going to attempt to finish this cover and show you what I came up with. Now, just do a little quick flip through of the journal. So the cover, as you can see, is all pretty and a crazy quilt pattern. We put the binding on it, and I have videos 1, 2, and 3. You can go back and watch. And then I had 14 pages total, 1 signature. The center of it is with this pretty envelope. And then I had a quilt block style here. This is going to be a hidden journal page, so when you open it up, there'll be a little spot for journaling underneath it there. This is a pocket from a magazine page. And then this was my junk mail envelope that I made into a double pocket. And then this is just pretty watercolor journaling block that I left blank there. I could put a picture or something like that. Here was our vintage film strip, faux film strip, journaling, pretty little decorative bookmark. Here's a little pocket here that I made from a magazine page. And then in the back, I haven't really done much back here. Here's a really wide belly band for hiding a little journal. My Matchbook journal wound up being too thick. I didn't like the bulk that it was putting into one of those pockets, so I moved it to the very back. Here's another magazine page pocket, more blank, so I will come back and fill this in. What I'm going to be doing on these pages will be a quilt block pattern that I will be doing with paper. And one will be paper, one will be fabric. I'll be doing the same thing on here. I might do a waterfall journaling spot here, maybe a fold out on this page. So, and then of course I did the napkin on this page. So it's coming together. And then this one I just decided to use my pocket back here to put the Matchbook little journal in here. So that's going in there. And then for my Happy Mail for my friend that I told you I was going to be working on that. Remember when I did my Happy Mail binders? So I'm going to gift her one of those binders. So it looks like everything's in the frame and you're seeing everything here today. Okay, so I apologize if the last video, if it was a little bit out of frame, but then the finale, you were able to see everything, what I was doing. So it wasn't important things that you weren't seeing me, writing. That didn't matter. You don't need to see me write. Okay, so it wasn't a list making video, in other words. So these are my little tools that we're going to need today. So to finish our book plate, which I named my evergreen quilt now is Rebel Quilter. So now when I come in here and if I do any journaling, it will be Dear Rebel Quilter. Speaking to myself, of course. Thought that was perfect, very appropriate. We have a piece of wire, and this is very, very thin, but you can tie it because I'd already tied a knot here. And then I am not a jewelry maker at all, by any stretch of the imagination. I muddle my way through, and more or less just by watching my daughter. Aha, see, I knew I was going to need something. So what I'm going to do, instead of using the little jump ring is out of the question, I can't open those. I might try taking the little eye pens, whatever you call those things, and attach the charm. So I'm going to take one charm. It's a little teapot because I love anything to do with tea. And then these 2 flat back pearl embellishments are going to go on this corners here. And then the chain is coming across here. I just cut this off of a necklace and it's actually longer than I need, so I'm going to just work with it and loop it, you know, drape it where I want it to be, and then I will have my husband cut the other piece off when he comes home, because I'm not sure that I can do that. So I don't want it to come down too far. Isn't that adorable? So the teapot has to go on here, so I don't want to cover up the Rebel quilter part. So I'm going to put the little teapot down here. So I already tied this. So I'm going to cut off these extra pieces that I don't need. And I just tied it in a knot, so hopefully the knot will hold. I'm not familiar, again, like I said, with this type of material, so I don't know if I'm going to have to come in and put a little dab of some kind of glue. We shall see. So what I was planning to do was just take this wire, bring it through here, and then tie a knot here. Because it seems like once you tie it, it stays put. So hopefully it will do that. So again, I'm just snipping off this extra here. Okay, don't clip that off yet. All right, now I'm going to find the spot where I want it, which I think is right about there. Okay, are we seeing everything here? Where am I? Where are we? I can't see. Okay, I think we're good. All right, so there, right there, I think it is where I want it. So again, going to attempt to tie a knot. So I'm just going to go through another loop on the necklace and tie a knot. So let's see if that will work. All right, I got a little bit too much. All right, what's going on here? Can't even tell where I tied it now. I think it looped around or something. Flipped the chain. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right, we're good right there. Okay, now, so let's see what happened here, because I looped it through two of them. So let's see if it's going to behave. All right, I'm not liking what that's doing. Let's see if I can get it out of there. So this is why I do this on camera, because if you are like me and you don't work with jewelry making supplies, then you know too that there can be all kinds of mishaps along the way. Well, now it seems like it's staying on there. Okay, let me see if I can just at least get it to lay where I want it and look halfway decent. No, it is not, so I gotta have to take that off there. Nope. Okay. Plan B, Plan A did not work. Okay, so holding that on works. So at least let's get that part done. And then we'll come back. Okay, so if I want it to be just like right about there, I'm going to come through the eyelet. And then I'll come through the chain. Okay, now I'll tie my knot. Okay, that part is the easy part. That cooperates. Let me go over to my jewelry making tools and see if I can find what I need. That might even do better with just scissors. Okay. Throw those little scraps into the trash. Okay. So what my goal is eventually. Oh, maybe I can just wrap it around here. It's just really not enough to do anything with, but just for now. Let me see if it will even do that. No. Okay, well. Anyway, this is where I want it to be. So I think that will be really, really cute. And then it will come here and sit right here on my journal. And this will be tying around here. And then that will be the front of the cover. So I thought that was very, 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 very nice. I liked the way that turned out. So in the meantime, let me just go ahead and glue the two pearls into place. Double check again, make sure I've got you where you can see everything, and I'm good to go here because I don't want to be doing all this and then find out later on that you couldn't see a single solitary thing. Okay, so back it up a little bit right there, and we look like we're doing good right there. Okay. Alright, I'm going to get this one because I mixed Mod Podge with the other one. I don't know if that would be enough to hold that. Okay. I need to refill my little ones later on. And I talked about how I did that earlier today with my gallon bottle of Aleene's tacky glue that I purchased. Okay, so we're going to put the little pearls, one on this corner, just a little smidgen of glue, and one on this corner, okay. Ta-da! Again, that is going to look so pretty. I love it. Just that little bit. So this is my Rebel Quilter book plate. And of course, again, I do things out of the box. I don't do the ordinary. I do the extraordinary. I don't want to be... I like to take what, so the book plate idea, but instead of doing it where you had the metal piece and then your eyelets, your brads on the corners, like I showed you before, I decided when I found this label right there, I said, no, that's it. That's perfect. That's me. That describes me perfectly. So, Quilter Rebel, Crafter Rebel, that's in a good way. I'm not a bad rebel. And I love, I think I like that dangly down there now. I'm not gonna cut that off. I like it, and that's gonna look really, really nice right there. Absolutely perfect. Okay, so that takes care of that. Now, next, what we're going to do is attach my tassel, the tassel that I've already completed, along with this charm. So I had one charm here, but it needs another charm. You just can't have enough charms. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to put this through here. And then, I don't know, let's see, or I might just try to loop it through here. Let's see what we can come up with here. I might have to put another piece. I think that's what I'll do is I'll put another piece through this little loop and then use that one to hang off of this corner. So let's do that. And then I'm going to make a fabric loop, which I will be sewing here. So I'll have to come in here and sew the bottom piece here and then have it stick over here. So it's going to fold over, and then the loop will be here to be able to hang this off of it. Because I'm going to do this one all by myself. I don't want my husband to help me. It's all mine. Mine. I'm a big girl. I can do this. Okay, now, excuse me. The fabric. Okay, that was where I was thinking. Should I use fabric or should I use the lace or the ribbon? What do you think? Because I was thinking I might try, where is that spool? See, I just tidied up so that I could have my desk a little tidier for you. And then where do I have to go hunting up the spool of ribbon? Yeah, and see, just when I get something in my mind that I want to use. I don't think this one was it, but this one might work. Okay, so this is another one here. Because I wanted it, excuse me. I wanted it to match here, but I guess it doesn't really have to. Alright, so let's see how this will work. Take this here. Okay, so this will have to be sewn into place here. Okay, so I'll put this here, and I think I'll probably have to glue this bottom part here, but then I can stitch it up here, and then that'll hold that nice. That'll be just a cute little decorative thing. And then this will be just a little loop, so the loop will come back here, you see. And I like this because look, this will be perfect. Okay, this is the one. All right, so now we're going to take this. Let me come down one more space. Okay, so let's cut this. Alrighty then. See, that worked out after all that I tidied up. Because this is the one that actually is going to work. Now, we can take this. We're just going to glue it into place right here. And I find Aleene's Tacky Glue, this stuff, this is what I use to glue my hollow books with, and they never come apart. So this stuff, once it's there, and you use enough, of course now I got the washi tape, I just realized was right there. Okay, so I got a generous blob. Okay, let's line that up. Now what I'm going to do is come in with my wax paper and just hold that down for a momento with my finger. Don't see one of my clamps anywhere. I have to get better organized on my table with all my stuff now. I'm really, really enjoying this and getting into it more and more and more, and I just have too much stuff. That's the problem. Don't tell my daughter I said that. Because she'll say, "See there, Mom, I told you." Love you, babe. I know if you're coming around and watch it, you'll be laughing. Okay. But I need all of this stuff, you know. See, eventually you need it, and you'll go say, "Oh yeah, where is so-and-so? I need that. I know I have it." And then, you know, so it's all good. It's all good. And I'm using it up. I'm making gifts, giving things away, making pretty things, because now during this time, everybody needs a pick-me-up before we lose our minds being stuck at home. Just think, now we know what our great-grandparents and grandparents' life was like growing up in the early 1900s with no television, no internet, very few had phones. When did Mr. Graham? 1800s, was it? Somebody? Yeah, you realize how important that was when you can't remember when the telephone was invented. Okay, so anyhow. And they did a lot of gardening, canning, sewing. They were very proficient at sewing and needlepoint. So the upper class did needlepoint. The lower class did sewing and canning and all that kind of thing. Okay. But today, it doesn't matter what class you are, you can learn to do any of this. Income level does not matter. Okay, now, and education level does not matter because this saves your sanity. And all those people who are not getting through this very well generally don't have a hobby. Their hobby is surfing the internet and looking and reading and doing things like that, but it ain't getting them through this very well. But I'm finding people who are more crafty artists, hands-on craftsmen, artisans, are the ones who are faring better. So it's like my husband, he helps me do things, and he's like, honey, don't you have an order for me to do something? Because I need therapy. It's therapy. And I said, oh, you finally realize why I do this now, huh? And he's like, oh, yeah. Now he finally understands. Okay, so we're going to let this dry, but in the meantime, while that's drying, let me come over here with this. Okay. Alright, I want to, I just don't, I don't want to know, I don't think this is going to be sufficient to hold this on this side. And it's so slippery, it's not really easy to work with. So let me see if I can do it. I think I tried this the other day and it just didn't come out. Yeah, see, it's too short and it's too slippery. So I'm going to have to get another piece. I did say that. Yeah, here's the spool. Ha ha ha. Okay, but I really don't want that particular trim now on there. Let me get some of the other trim. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Let's see if we can find any in here. Okay. And I'm thinking, instead of going with a green, let's go with something neutral. It has texture. I love this. I think this is really pretty. Okay, so we were going to come through this little hole. Where are we? Are we on the... Okay, here. Here. Okay, here. Okay, so we come through the little loop. Okay. And then we're going to tie a knot. And then we shall tie it on this side. Where do we want it to land? Right about here. And this says sister on it. Okay. Just going to tie a little knot on this. Okay. Voila. Okay. Put this back in our container. And then we just put it over here, out of the way. Okay. Now, that part is done. Stay over there on your side. Okay, now, I know this is not dried enough yet, but I'll have to hold on to it. Now, the beauty of these little guys is you just open it up, and I can loop it right through here, through this little hole and then close it back up, and then that will fold over. Ta-da! Look at how pretty! Look at how nice! See? Pretty, pretty, pretty. Let me see if I can kind of... Ooh, what happened? Oh no, I touched the wrong thing. Of course I did. Okay. Alright, now let's get the light back. Okay. There we go. See? That's all I did. So I just put the fabric loop on there. Here was the center. And now my little loop, my little tassel, and my book plate, and the tie to keep it all closed is now complete. And it is beautiful. What do you think? You like it? Alright, once I get it glued into place. There. Ta-da! That was it. Just that easy to finish it up, make it look beautiful, make it your own. And now I can go and get my next project going. So we're going to open this up to take the pressure off of that so that it will dry. I'm going to leave that like that. And then I shall come back and I will put the little charm on here later. Okay, so there you have it. So that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed that. Didn't take too long. So thank you for being here today. And if you liked this video, you liked what you learned today and just my whole presentation and just want to help my little community to grow, then please subscribe to my channel and give this a thumbs up and share. That all helps me, and I really enjoy teaching and I appreciate your time. It means a lot to me. And so see you in the next video. Have a great rest of your day, and don't forget to just have a wonderful day and enjoy your life and have peace and joy and happiness through creating and crafting and journaling. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.